Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Darkhorse Dental Success Pod. I'm your host Ruben Camp, and today we're going to go over strategies for sound and sound management in a dental office. Now, as you guys know, we do 50 startups a year. We're on pace to do about 65 this year, so this is something that we deal with all the time with our clients during the design call. We host a Zoom call just like this, and we go over what the strategies are. So from the top, there are three main strategies that we see as viable options in a dental practice, right? We start with presenting the most traditional option, right? If you walk into an old building, you're going to see probably ceiling speakers, right? That are there. They have volume control switches, and then maybe that's attached to somebody's old iPod or a Sirius XM radio playing the blend, something like that. Now, that is the most expensive way to do it, right? So not very startup friendly, but if you are just like, I feel very comfortable with this sound system, it's the most traditional way, let's do it. That is the way to do it. So that is option one, most expensive, most traditional. I'm going to skip to option three, which is more in the realm of DIY. This is called the Sonos model, right? This is Sonos Play 1 speakers, either the cylinders called the Play 1s or the larger ones, the Play 5s. They phased out the Play 3s. And they run over Wi-Fi, and you need an electrical outlet to be able to plug them in. But besides that, it's completely controlled via an app, either on the computer, which I'll show you later on this video, or on the smartphone, which I can show you that as well. So all the way, again, option three is going to be DIY. Your budget's about 180 a speaker. That's not even something we charge an installation to set up. We're plugging them in, they're joined to Wi-Fi, call it a day. And then there's the hybrid model. So this is probably the most sought after model because it blends the tradition. Why people go with traditional is because it does a really nice job with a uniform background noise, and it's hidden. All right, so I know how many of you guys can see the access point by the exit door there. That's actually a wireless access point, right? Kind of just blends into the background, and same thing with what we're trying to do with sound. It blends in the background. There's nothing really that you're showing. So option two, the hybrid approach, is where we're going to do wired speakers, traditional sense, in the hallways, in the waiting room, in the main areas. And then in the areas you want some personalization, treatment rooms, doctor's office, staff lounge, stuff like that, we change it up, right? But the beauty is they can both be integrated into each other, right? So you can play one zone in the hallway, right? We want to knock down sterilization. We want to mask some of the private conversations that are coming out of the treatment room. But then we can be planning implants in our office and just jamming out to Red Hot Chili Peppers, right? Whatever we want to do. So let's go into some examples. I'm going to share my screen here. All right. All right, so the first thing I want to do is bring up a floor plan of an office that we just completed for Dr. Winslow in Sacramento. He went full traditional, right? I'm not judging anybody. This is what he wanted. He did his first office this way. He wanted his second office this way. We're going to deliver it to him, right? So if we can see here on the plan, he's going CBCT. He's all the sorts of technology. He wants a speaker in each treatment room, and he wants a speaker in the waiting room, and of course the hallway. So you can see there are a speaker right at the entryway, so preventing the sound from leaving, and then a volume control for each operatory. And then this is a console room right now, but he wants to leave the ability to add a future operatory there as well. So we set that up from the beginning. And then we'll have a waiting room speaker, again, with a volume control switch. And then and again, all of these switches we put in non-patient trafficked areas, so only your staff should be able to tweak these. And then this second volume control is going to control this first ceiling speaker in the hallway. And then we're going to have 3 speakers controlled off 1 volume control. So again, this is option 1, full traditional, most expensive way to do it. On the back end of this, you're going to have an amplifier, and that amplifier powers all of the speakers, right? So the speakers aren't being plugged in to the outlet. They're actually being powered over speaker cable. And that power is coming from the IT closet right here with the amplifiers. And then that is finally connected to a Sonos Connect. And then that allows us to put a smart app on all the computers just like this. You can select what you want to play, where you want to play it, and what your source is. So that could be Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Pandora. It could just be, so if you really wanted to do something where you're plugging in an aux cable, you of course can do that as well. All right, so that's, let's say, option one. Option two, again, let's skip to option three, right? Sonos all the way. I'll give you an example. Here is a project we did in Austin for Dr. Hardik. And you can see we worked with his GC and his electrician to place these strategically down the hallway. So instead of those flush mounted ceiling we're talking about here, he went with external Sonos speakers. He's just a really modern dude, loves Sonos, and this is the way we did it. Great approach to sound. On top of that, in the treatment rooms, okay, so where we left off, FedEx just came, even I get interrupted from time to time. So we have the dual screens at 12 o'clock, which is a really nice look, and then you'll see the Sonos speaker right here. So that allows Hardik to have individual speakers showing up in the Sonos app, and he would be able to either make everything the same room, make a zone of 3, or just play, have the patient come in and ask them what they want. So again, based off the Sonos app, it's also available on the phone, Android or iPhone. So you can see the Sonos app there. Okay. And then finally, the hybrid model. So it is going to be, I'm going to pull up Dr. Winslow's. First of all, let me show you an example. This is what the flush ceiling speaker traditional model looks like installed. So you can see, again, fades into the background with the lighting, with the Wi-Fi access points, with everything there. So let's go back to Dr. Winslow's plan. So how this works is, so the hybrid plan, imagine in the treatment rooms here, these speakers don't exist. So, right, so we have the waiting room, and we have a zone that's just uniform background noise, knocking down some of the sterilization, and just provides, as you're walking through the hallway, you have a consistent audio stream, because if you don't, it sounds kind of weird. So how the hybrid approach works, again, we're going to have in the common areas that traditional approach with the volume control switches. And then in each treatment room, we're going to put a Sonos Play 1, right? Even in the doctor's office, we could drop a Play 1 in there. So that is the Darkhorse secrets to how to outfit a dental office with sound, and your 3 different options. Wanted to really record this and do a screen share to show people how we approach this and what our strategies are behind this. Sonos is an amazing platform. Outside of running your business off of it, it's great for your house, right? You saw the app that I have running in my house, because of course I'm working from home because 2020 happened. And if you guys have any questions, you want to dive into this with us and our team, Brian and I are available. Our number is 800-868-4504, or you can email us, sales@darkhorsetech.com. Take care, everybody.